What's up everyone, it's Jan Bors, new video, and today I'm going to talk about top 5 public vote songs in Grand Final. Basically, which songs I believe will be voted by public the most. Again, I did some crazy statistics, right? But don't expect it won't be subjective. I just use this math because I'm just obsessed by it, and it just gives those videos also a very different edge and also to my opinions. Let's talk. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very glad you're here. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, comment the video, buy me a coffee, give me a super like, do whatever you want, just enjoy. And if you are able to give me a feedback, give me a feedback. Of course, we don't need to agree with each other. This is absolutely okay. And I will just describe what's gonna happen. I will go through all the maps. I will show it to you. I will tell you like what was public voting in past 6-7 years, what was the conclusion, which songs they were choosing, what kind of songs they were choosing, and based on this I also made the top 5 list for public vote, but it cannot be objective. I know that some of you just go and jump, so probably you won't hear this, but this is not my problem. But for you who are interested in the whole thing, I cannot be objective. So even though that this doesn't reflect my top 5, top 10, anything, it more reflects my feeling based on also a little bit of data of what might get the most points from public. So let's do this. I'm very curious. I'm not very curious, I already did the math, right? I have it prepared, but I'm very curious what you're gonna tell actually about it, what you're gonna say. So first what I did this crazy table. I'm curious if you'll be able to see it. And this table, guys, it reflects what top 5 songs by public vote were in past 6 years. And it's crazy, you know, because I can give you some statistics. For example, the most public votes ever received I don't know if ever, but definitely in past 6 years was Finland last year, 376, and Portugal 2017 also 376. It feels like the absolute maximum. In one case, it was a winner song in Portugal, so in Portugal case. In other case, in Finland case, it wasn't a winning song. But normally, when there is a public vote winner, it also wins the whole Eurovision. The only exception was 2023 last year and 2019, where Netherlands was second, and also in 2023 where Sweden was second. So if you end up in public voting first or second, there is a big chance you're gonna win the whole contest. And it's much bigger percentage than in jury votes. In here, 4 out of 6 winners of public vote really won the contest. And when you're not the first, the second one won it. This is completely different from jury voting. And the factology behind this is that juries are spreading the votes much more than the public. Public kind of defines their favorites and then put the most points over there, unless the juries, they're really going for a little bit more deeper parameters in my opinion, and then they concentrate their points differently. It's not that easy to be a juror as being a fan in my opinion, because it's a fun like, hey, I will send it here, I will send it there, and also to my favorites, and that's it. But by the juror, you're really thinking, and I say like, okay, I got my 12 points, 10 points, 8 points, and then 7, and maybe although this 6 goes to here, and it's much harder because you're really thinking seriously about it. At least this is my case, you know, it's not like so super easy to decide if something really doesn't pop out for, like, for example, Loreen last year or Netherlands Arcade, even though that that exactly is the reason where it wouldn't be easy, you know. But doesn't matter. I did this math, and with this math, I also find some interesting things before I will tell you who I think it will be there, you know. It's next to come. So public vote winner 4 times out of 6 cases won the whole Eurovision. In top 5, you know, you wouldn't maybe expect it, but in top 5 there were 10 ballads. Most biggest genre voted by public into top 5 is a ballad. Yes, this is the most. The second one is the funny songs. Like, of course, they can be mid-tempo, up-tempo, but let's say the more entertaining. I, for example, put in this column Neta from Israel or Karia from last year. This is for me fun. This year, for example, this is Croatia. It's not joke. Jokes are also part of fun, but also it's something like Croatia, Karja, Neta, which tries to have this entertainment element inside. Category is in top 5 in last 6 years 8 times. Dance songs, which is like Fuego, for example, for me, only 4 times. So in top 5 by public, very surprisingly for me, are not dancey songs really if they are not extremely exceptional. I don't know why is that, because maybe they won't bring any edge or they're not spectacular anyhow at some point probably. They just don't go there. And then also 8 times are everything in the middle, like rock songs, for example, Zitie Buoni was there for me in the middle, or Blind Channel, you know, it was there. Those songs I put in this mid category, which is basically everything what is not ballad, dance or fun. Anyway, those are the first facts. The most countries which reach the top 5 are Ukraine 3 times and Italy 3 times. The rest 2 times, 1 times maximum. And you would say like Sweden is there. No, Sweden is there by juries, but Sweden reached top 5 by public vote only once in last 6 years. And yes, it was Loreen. Very interesting fact I wrote in here is how you should trust the Eurovision bubble of hating or liking the songs, how irrelevant kind of it is, this our bubble maybe, that Belgium in 2017 was absolutely hated by public. It wasn't really liked by odds, but also it was taken like this is seriously not contending by fans even after rehearsals, which were still open, you know, to be seen. So it was big hate. She ended up 4th, and she in 2017 she received 255 points. This is brilliant, amazing number. For example, it's more than Sweden last year. It's more than Moldova the year before. Every single other year than this crazy 2017, she would be contending for even better placing in general, you know? So this is how we are relevant at some point. So this also I calculated somehow, or try to not be that influenced, and I try to be influenced just by numbers. So these are some very specifics I wrote down, and now let's go what countries I pick and from which countries I picked those 5 I think they could manage to reach the most points from public. And those are Croatia, Ukraine, Italy, Israel, Netherlands, Finland, Greece, Sweden, Switzerland, Estonia. Yes, this is my top 10 from countries I believe the top 5 will be gone or be done from. I still have like 5 or 6 or 7 other substitutes for these songs, because for me it's really hard to choose where from, but I don't think these 7 songs will be there, but could make it eventually. It's Serbia, France, Belgium, Norway, Lithuania, Armenia, and Spain. I kind of believe that Spain is this big bubble thing which can push it forward, even though I don't believe it will eventually make it to top 5. It's the farthest thing. Anyway, it still goes with this rank fun, you know? But who I think will be the top 5? Definitely I put there Croatia. Even though I even think that Croatia might win the public vote, because public don't really care too much about the vocal performance and so on. If Marko will massively improve the way how he's selling the song, I believe that this can go not just to top 5, but even maybe winning the public voting. But there is a big competition about it. Yes, it doesn't need to be this, but I believe that Croatia for sure, or has a potential to slide to top 5. The second country I have in here, it doesn't reflect the first, second place, it's top 5, right? It's Ukraine. Ukraine receive in general a lot of points from public every single year. They are one of the most successful countries past decade. They are 3 times in past 6 top 5s, and not for, you know, it's not a coincidence. And I believe that this year they have such a strong song that they will repeat this. They are, in my opinion, big contenders to win the whole thing, like really, because I think they check all the boxes to go with juries, go with public. But let's see about it. Then I put Israel, because people like to vote ballads the most. Ukraine is not really a ballad, but Israel is a ballad, and it's the strongest ballad this year, in my opinion, in the way which public could vote. First of all, of the situation. Second of all, it's really amazingly done. Third of all, she will do it well, and I think it just belongs there, in my opinion. I believe that Israel will receive many points. Also will be maybe competing for winning the public vote. And it wouldn't be a surprise for me, but definitely I believe this is the song from the ballots part that this can really slide through. The other song I put Netherlands, Jos Klein. This is clearly public vote thing. He has charisma. Okay, the song it's what it is. I don't like it. I think juries won't like it at all. It's exactly the opposite what I like at Eurovision, so this is just subjective for me, but he's a performer and he is having this funny factor and he will be able to sell it. I have no doubts about it. And people will love it like they for example like Moldova in 2022, how they like Finland last year, even though this was better song, how they like Norway in 2019, Kano, how they like Neta, but also how they, for example, like Moldova in 2017, like those kind of songs, or Romania in 2017, how they like those songs. And I believe this is something which is part of Eurovision, undisputable, and it is what it is. We can like it, we doesn't need to like it, doesn't matter. But in my opinion, he goes to top 5. And the last song or last country I think slides to top 5 depends if they will qualify. Because from my statistical research, they will struggle to qualify. But I kind of believe that if they will go to the mass voting to all the countries, it will be a big advantage for them. Even though maybe those statistics are also wrong, and this country is Greece. At some point it works. At some point it will work live, in my opinion. And also it's the middle song which goes also with this very big fun factor, which I wouldn't underestimate at all. And I believe that for all the southern countries and also some eastern countries, this will be a big thing, and maybe also for Western countries and for the world voting. And Greece with Marina Sati could really surprise me, and I put it there as fit because it comes to these columns. I don't think Sweden can do it this year. I think they will score rather with juries than the public, even though the song is great, but they also start in the first place, which I think is not going to do them a good favors. Italy, in my opinion, will be a disappointment, not because I don't like the song. I think it's a niche. It will score here and there, but for top 10, not for top 5, in my opinion. Finland. If not Netherlands, Finland will take this place. Actually, I think that it's the biggest thing. If Finland also qualify, Netherlands, Estonia and Croatia, they will eat each other's points up because they all are having fun factors. It's a lot of fun in general, like funny, I would say jokish, maybe even trashy, and they will eat themselves up in the finals, in the public voting, because you would put 12, then somebody would put 7, blah blah blah, and they in general eat those points. It will be good for example, Ukraine to win the contest, in my opinion. This is why I think Ukraine can also win. Switzerland, I'm not sure this song, like I believe that this song will go for top 10 even in public voting, but I don't think this song will talk to the masses in the way, because it has so many styles in it, also rap part, and also I don't believe that he will sell the charisma the way that everybody will vote, but maybe I'm wrong. So it's in top 10, let's say. Estonia is the same like with Finland. They could very surprise, they will go just clearly for public vote. But also I think at some point they could receive also some jury votes. But this is clearly public. And for the rest, Serbia, I would say diaspora is voting, and also people like ballots. So this is another ballot. And unless Slovenia, which I think it's more for juries, because it's elevating much better, this kind of talks more universal language and will talk better for public. France, kind of the same. I think people will like it, especially the older generation, his singing and the song, this melody. So this would work. Belgium, I don't know. I still don't know what to think about this song because I didn't see it live. But if he will be like this David Bowie, kind of like with like expression, I think he can receive a lot of points. But I don't believe top 10 or top 5. I don't believe in top 5 by public. Top 10, yes, I do believe it. Norway, the same case. It's very ethnic, very nice. I'm not sure if it will be able to catch the public to vote it to top 5. I would wish it. I think Norway, it's kind of a dark horse for me at this Eurovision, but I'm not sure this is the country. Lithuania, I would be very surprised for top 5 voting, but it's dancey songs. it's maybe the best dance song this year at some point, because it's the most earwarming, you know. It's not maybe the best dance song, but it's alternative a little bit, and it's earwarming, which you cannot just get out of your ears, and when it's over you will still see, like, do this look talk, which you cannot probably say with the any other dance songs. And other one, Armenia. Also, I think it can attack top 10 more likely than top 5. And Spain, this is a dark horse for me for public voting, if people will get crazy and just would like to do something crazy. But I think they have more joke acts or funny acts than Zora this year to put votes to. So let's see. I'm very curious. I believe Croatia, Ukraine, Israel, Netherlands, and maybe the Greece will make it to top 5 by public voting. And then the rest, I'm very curious about it. But this is my opinion. Also, opinion kind of based a little bit on data, a little bit on my feeling. It's a combination of both. And that's it. There is no other thing to say about it. Very soon I will bring you my top 10. Very soon maybe I will bring you my somehow wish or whatever. Some other statistics maybe, but definitely completely my list of my favorites. And that's it for me for now. Just write me in the comments below what video next you would like, because I really enjoyed those statistics and going through. Maybe I forgot about something you would really like, so write me in the comments below. And also write me what you think. Write me your top 5 for public, your opinion about it. What would you like to be there, or what do you think would be there rather than to be like, or both. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, buy me a coffee, give me a super like. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos in the future. And watch my past videos, previous videos, they are crazy. I have reactions to all the songs, I have like all the statistics, crazy stuff guys, crazy stuff. So do it, and see you there, and see you also next time.